Listen to this podcast now
on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Welcome back to the Dick Morris Show with Doug Depirro, sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. There is major stuff happening around the country because of Donald Trump. And one of the big changes is that there are a bunch of blue states that have very real possibilities of going Republican in this coming year. And one of the ones is Connecticut.
And Betsy McCaughey,
unbelievable, who was the lieutenant governor of New York State, is now running for president laterally. But we're going to run for governor of Connecticut.
She's great. Hi, Betsy. How are you?
Very nice to join you. I love being with both of you, the men of ideas, big ideas.
So you're going to have something at the Women's Republican Club on Wednesday. Is that? Oh, no, not actually, the women. No, I'm sorry.
I'm going to be at the WNRC on Tuesday night, and I'm going to be at the Union League Club on Wednesday night.
Right.
Both times unveiling my very specific plan. I've rolled it out to eliminate the state income tax in Connecticut. It will make Connecticut a booming, prosperous state again, and the tax haven of the Northeast. Florida without the palm trees.
That's great.
Tell us why, Betsy.
Why am I doing it? Because right now Connecticut ranks 48th out of 50 in economic growth, but it was once a very prosperous state, and then unfortunately in 1991 it became the last state to adopt an income tax. And income taxes are a real economy killer. State income taxes depress growth. So when you look across the country, the states that have a state income tax do not do as well. They don't have the kind of business startups, the kind of economic growth as states without an income tax. So all across the country now, smart governors are competing for business by zeroing out their income tax. I can name them: Oklahoma, Kentucky, Mississippi, you name them. All across the country, states are getting rid of their income tax, gradually phasing it out, and that's what I'm going to do in Connecticut to bring the jobs back, to bring the startups up, to bring opportunity to this state again.
Explain your plan, Betsy, because it's so impressive.
So great.
Well, thank you. It's modeled after the very successful plans already started in other states, very closely modeled after the Oklahoma legislation. And what it says is, you announce that you're going to zero out the income tax, and right away businesses start to return to the state, business startups increase, business activity really mounts quickly. And as it does, more revenue flows into the state coffers. And this law says that whenever revenue increases 5%, then the legislature and governor are mandated, it's obligatory, they must cut the income tax rate. Each year they cut it more until it's finally zero. And you never have some big gaping hole. This is not an austerity plan. This is a growth plan.
And it makes so much sense because you constantly see the revenues increasing in non-income tax states. And
that's right.
And the governors are always trying to grab the money and use it for increased spending. And Betsy's saying, don't let Governor Lamont, who she calls Lefty Lamont, the governor of Connecticut, spend that money. Grab it before he can and use it to eliminate the income tax in Connecticut.
And
That's exactly it. You got it right. And the Council of Economic Advisors in the White House say specifically about Connecticut, if this state eliminates the income tax, which is what I'm going to do, business startups will increase by as much as 26% the first year. And the average wage for a wage earner in the state will increase by as much as $6,700. That's pre-tax, Dick. That's not the money you save by not paying the tax. That's the extra money you earn because you're in a state with more growth.
Wow. As opposed to leaving the state and then there's no revenue because the taxes are high.
Betsy has a great line in her campaign. She said, if you're sick and tired of high taxes, move.
Vote for me or move.
Vote for me or move.
Vote for me or
move. Yeah.
That's right. And I say to people, since I've been collecting, of course, campaign donations in order to make my campaign grow, I say the $340 you can contribute to my campaign, that's the maximum contribution, is quite small compared with what you're shelling out every year for income tax in Connecticut. And for what? For mandating Islamic studies in the schools, for paying for expensive translators for the illegals whose kids are in the schools. It's also a crime what they use the money for.
Yeah, you made a point the other night to me that is so telling. You said that that 41% of the homeless in Connecticut are officially classified as sexual predators on the list.
That's right. I'm citing the Cicero Institute, which shows that the homeless who live outdoors, the homeless who are not in shelters, they're living on the street, they're living on the sidewalks, they're living in abandoned cars. The rate of sexual predator records, these people are on the mandated list of sexual predators. It's very high in Connecticut, in Rhode Island, and yet here is the state encouraging, literally forcing towns to tolerate this lifestyle, to allow people to live in the parks, live on these streets. They passed a law in December outlawing what they call, quote, hostile architecture. Who ever heard of that? It means a bench, a park bench that has side arms or a divider in the middle. The towns are no longer allowed to have those park benches because it's too hard for vagrants to sleep on them.
Oh my God, hostile.
We keep hearing about Republicans who have shots at defeating Democrats. But one of the big things that we're not taking account of, and I doubt any of our listeners know this, so listen up. Connecticut has a law that says that you can get $20 million to run for governor. The state gives you $20 million. And to get that, you have to get
$340,000 of funding from people, funds from us.
So you can, basically get 1,000 people to give you $340 each, and you have access to $20 million to use to defeat the incumbent governor.
And she could do it.
That is correct. And I hope people listening, Dick, who want to see Connecticut be a booming, prosperous state again, who want to see the income tax eliminated, will come to Betsy2026.com. That's the website, BETSY 2026.com, and donate. It's the best investment you can make. If you're preparing your state income tax right now and watching the thousands of dollars you have to pay for that kind of expenditure, just think, $340 to the Betsy 2026 campaign sure is a good investment in the future.
It's the best way to lower your taxes.
That's right.
Send Betsy McCaughey, Betsy 2026, $340, and it'll save you 6.6% of your income that you won't have to pay in state taxes.
When she becomes governor, she's going to cut the tax. Let me ask you this, Betsy. You mentioned the other day about they want to actually have flatbed trucks and bring showers to these homeless people that are predators.
That's right. That's right. The law that was passed in December, Lefty Lamont's housing law, has a pilot program where they put portable showers and laundry facilities, portable showers on the back of trucks, and roll them up to the little parks in these beautiful towns so that the vagrants who are now permitted to sleep in the rough can take their showers.
Now this is what bothers me. And
those vagrants are on the sexual predator list.
Right, and this is what bothers me.
Kids can't play in the park.
This is what bothers me. Now, they're going to go into the little shower, take a little prep, right? And then come out, and you got to worry about little kids. I can't even get graphic about this because it's disgusting. You got to worry about little kids, your daughter's running around playing, and some weirdo dude taking a shower. That's just wrong. Betsy, we need you as the governor.
Lamont, the governor of Connecticut, has basically replaced the idea of honest constituents, and he's got the homeless who are really the tail that's wagging the dog. And he's required towns to accommodate them, required the towns in Connecticut not to get them off the street, required them to give them showers and toilets. And
what is his benefit to this?
Well, he complies with liberal ideology.
Yeah, that's it.
You're so right that he's pandering to the far left.
And normally you think, oh, Connecticut's a blue state, you're not going to be able to defeat him.
Bull.
And you say the reason they won't is he'll have a lot of money because he's going to be the incumbent governor. But the state law in Connecticut will give Betsy $20 million to defeat Lefty Lamont, more than enough money, if 1,000 people will give her $340 each.
Right. And give whatever you can.
A small amount of money.
Right. And give whatever you can, because she'll get enough people, and then she'll have that money, and she'll beat this guy.
Yes, come to Betsy2026.com. That's the website. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for your home, fighting for your small town, and fighting to get rid of the income tax.
Love it. And also, the Union League on Wednesday, March 4th, this Wednesday, and Steve Moore's going to be there. He's a great economist, right? He's amazing.
That's right. He's the champion tax cutter. And the president's senior economic advisor. We're doing this event together. It's at the Union League Club. If you come to my website, you can sign up for it.
Give me the address,
The event
Betsy.
is March 4th. We'll be presenting the Connecticut plan to eliminate the income tax and make Connecticut a booming state, the tax haven of the Northeast, Florida without the palm trees.
And children will be safer also. And it's the Union League Club, 38 East 37th Street in New York. It's just south of
Grand Central.
Yeah, Grand Central, just a couple of blocks south of Grand Central. And with Steve Moore being there, you get to meet Betsy. It'd be great. This is great.
So
Betsy.
great. Thanks for being on, Betsy.
Oh, it's my privilege. Your show is a public service. It's my privilege. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Betsy. Appreciate it. Okay.
Now, okay, we have time.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Why don't we just take Sandra?
Okay.
Hi, Sandra. What's going? Happy birthday, Sandra.
Oh, well, what I wanted to say is yesterday, February 28th, that's the day I was born. I don't usually like to talk on that day, but Donald Trump gave me the best present. He did what needed to be done. He was courageous. He was strong, powerful. Those innocent civilians will not have died in vain now because he stood firm, fighting for the principles they believed in, freedom, security, and peace. So that's my birthday present from Donald Trump. Thank you, Donald Trump. So I wanted to say last night I was looking in the Epic Times and I saw so many people, Iranians, marching with joy on their faces, flags of Donald Trump, flags of Netanyahu, happy people crying with joy. Many states I'm seeing that, in Maryland as well, and Washington. And then, of course, today I turn on my computer and I see another story. So what else is new? Kamala Harris has something to say. Mandani has something to say. He never said it when all those Iranians were being slaughtered. I never heard of people him then. Right? But now we're hearing about him. And then, of course, Columbia University.
What did Kakla say?
I didn't really listen yet what she said, but I just saw that she had something to say. And
they're all saying that was an illegal raid.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have bombed Tehran.
Right.
We shouldn't have assassinated Khomeini. They're literally saying that we did wrong in this, which is incredible.
Well, we did right. We did so. You know what? I was thinking? It's so simple. If they slaughter their own people because they don't agree with them, well, I guess we're next because we don't agree with them.
Yeah, right.
They have those, right? So
I feel bad, Sandra. I feel bad for the bed sheet people that sell bed sheets Because they're going to go out of business, because that's what they wear. They put on their women.
Well, listen, I think this is the right thing that he did. I mean, no other president had the nerve to do it, but he did it.
That's right.
And look, we're gonna hear the other side. So what else is new? That's just the way it is.
No. I'm sorry, Sandra. Have you seen the play Pirates of Penzance?
No, I have not.
Okay, it's by Gilbert and Sullivan, and the hero of Pirates of Penzance is a kid who, on his birthday, was apprenticed to a pirate gang, and he's got to be a pirate when he grows up, and he feels all upset by that, but he's got to because that's what the law requires. And then it turns out that he was actually born on February 29th. Which means not 28th.
Yeah.
Which means he's only going to be free when he's 85 years old. He'll be old enough not to have to be apprenticed to a pirate gang.
I don't know where you're going with that, but my Aunt Mary was born on the leap year.
I wanted to also say I hope to see Betsy on Tuesday. I'm trying my best to go to the club.
She's also a great speaker. And she was the person who really led the opposition to Obamacare. She's an expert in health care, and she really was the source of information for all of us who were opposing it back then. I
always have this vision of Betsy, like at the studio. She always had like tons of papers and books, and she's carrying them. She's such a little thing, and she was carrying this thing as big as her, all of these books. Well, listen, Sandra, we have to go take a break.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to put the call-in number is 800-848-9222. 800-848-9222. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
At Manhattan University, a graduate degree is not out of reach. You'll gain real-world skills, credentials employers value, and connections to New York City's top companies. Choose from their new Master of Science degrees in healthcare informatics, digital marketing and analytics, business analytics, or financial analytics, all built around hands-on learning and industry partnerships. Graduate ready to lead, not just work. Take the next step at manhattan.edu/graduate. Manhattan University. Lead the future.